Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mystics of the Nexus campaign. Let's see. Last week, our heroes got a mini vacation and were ready to say goodbye to one of their own party, only to be caught off guard by an attack from Icer. With the help of the people from Lena's Bay, they fended off the attack, only losing one person from Lena's Bay to the battle. They slayed the rest of the attackers, save for two that attacked the party directly. One is an assassin, and the other a gladiator who the party threw into the brig below Narcissa's home for later interrogation. And that kind of brings us up to speed on what happened. I mean, there was some words said by Fane to Roland that were real choice. And, just some emotional goodbyes and stuff. But otherwise, you didn't really miss a whole lot. Going from there, does everybody want to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Hiroyuki, or Hiro. He is the party's kitsune farmer / level 2 cleric.
Hi, my name is Nat. I play Weir, who is one of the group's fighters. She's a big bird lady.
Hi, I'm Starry. I play the Warlock Tiefling Solus.
And then Wiz, who plays Fane Thalamar, who is our battle mage, is running a little bit late, so they will be joining us later, as well as Emmett, who plays Roland, who is our saucy Spider-Man. He will also be joining us later. They just both got caught up in traffic, I assume. Anyway. So going ahead and starting, it has been a few days since the attack. The fires have been put out, the ships dragged by the townspeople out of the rubble of the buildings and down to the beach to be studied. The dead have been laid to rest, many of them by Roland and Solus working together. Rebuilding has started. Nicola has started working on fixing the ships to be used by the townsfolk in the future. Narcissa has opened up her house to Lena's Bay, offering it as a hospital, a place to stay, and a common meeting grounds for the town. There have been several meetings over the past few days with Argentus and some of the other townsfolk, but not one nearly of this size. And the whole town is gathered in Narcissa's dining room, eager for the interrogation of these two captured aliens. The table has been moved, as have most of the chairs, except for two upon which the aliens are tied up. They look healthier than they had a few days ago, some of their scarring healing, and they look more nourished than even when they had stumbled out of the ship. This is where we find our heroes with the rest of the town. At this point, I had put that Roland appears to be leading this interrogation alongside his comrades, but since Roland isn't here right now, I'm going to leave it open to whoever wants to. So basically, you guys are sitting here in front of the townspeople. You can ask whatever questions you'd like of these NPCs. Oh, look at that. Roland's here. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Is Roland here?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. He's probably listening.
Okay. All right.
All right. So where are we holding these guys? Where are they?
You are in Diana's dining room, or not Diana's, Narcissa's dining room right now.
Okay, where are the bad guys, I guess, being held?
They are tied up to chairs in the dining room. The whole town is
Oh, we're just kind of gathered in a semicircle around these guys.
Yeah, like, you look like a bunch of big badasses to these guys right now, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm the best person to start this off, because Hero's just going to interrogate them about who's going to pay for the damages on the town.
I mean, that is more than fair.
Because he wants someone to pay for his roof and also Diana's farm.
Okay.
My man is not
go
rich. I don't think he is. Let me check. Actually, he
He's
has 898 gold, which isn't bad, but I don't know if
that's not bad.
don't know how much of that will pay for a roof. But if someone has more immediate relevant questions, then who's going to pay for this in the future, you can go before me.
Okay, so I guess Roland is playing with his knife and asking who sent them. Is that am I correct in that, Emmett? Emmett can't talk right now, so I was speaking for him.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think we should RP Roland's thing if Roland isn't able to talk.
It's fine, I can ask.
Okay.
I was gonna ask anyway, I just... Alright, so I guess Weir's there in her, like, brown and black and combat boots and huge wings. And she kind of folds her arms and studies the two captives. It's like,
okay. I'll give you names for these folks since I did name them, and I'm assuming you would probably know them at this point. You guys have been with them for, a couple of days now, so I assume you guys asked what their names are because you're not rude. So the smaller one is named Fitz, and the bulkier one is named Glory. So there you go.
Cool, thanks. And she studies them and says, Fitz, Glory, what exactly are you doing here? Who sent you, and why? And she just stares at them for a while, which is rather unnerving given her eye color, I imagine.
So you're trying to intimidate them?
I mean, I can roll intimidation. She's not necessarily trying to be, but she might be.
Roll intimidation. Fitz.
Cool.
I mean, Fitz is already intimidated by you guys a lot, but Glory is not so much. So I would say roll intimidation for Glory.
Oh. Don't fuck up now. Okay. That is.
I need to play D&D.
That's a. Wait, what? Hold on.
Math.
Yeah.
Days. Doesn't mix.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Total, not
that does it.
Yes, a tiny buff bird woman.
Well, she's not so tiny with her wing. Her wing is.
She's 5 foot tall, and I imagine she can't have her wings spread out in this room.
That's true.
It's probably like a 6 foot by 8 foot room or whatever.
Okay, so Fitz kind of like looks between Weir and Glory and kind of like looks a little bit afraid of Glory until he sees that like Glory kind of backs down a little, and he's like, well, Icer sent us, the people that this guy's from, and he waves his hand at Roland.
Yes, thank you. I wasn't born yesterday. Could you answer the rest of my questions?
What was the rest of your questions?
Why are you here?
Well, Icer told us that he was a traitor, so they had us come down here, and they were gonna basically they wanted us to take care of the situation.
And that involved an entire fleet of people? Why? I would believe that story if it was just the two of you that had come down, but given that there were, I actually don't know how many people there were, like half a dozen or something like that.
It was close to, what did I say, like 24 people?
Okay, that's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Given that there were over 20 of you, it seems a little bit excessive for one person.
Well, and then at that point, Glory cuts in and they say, we were told that Roland would have people who would be helping him in order to make sure that he stayed alive. We were told that is why we needed so many people to take out one man.
And who told you this?
Eros.
And who is Eros?
They are the person who is in charge of this whole thing. I guess they have you speak of Lysandra, and they're directing this at Roland more so than Weir. And they say Lysandra has not been in charge for a very, very long time now. Eros is the reason for that.
Is she a figurehead? Or is she actually just been ousted?
She is no longer with us, if you catch my drift.
See statement number 1. I wasn't born yesterday. Sass is not appreciated. She probably cuts a look over to Roland, who I know can't respond to that statement. She cuts a look over at him because this is new information for everybody. And sorry. And then looks back at the two of them. How long has it been since Lysandra was killed or died? I don't know, but she actually did.
I would say, well, Roland has been dreaming for at least 3 years. It was sometime in the middle of there, about, I don't know, 1.5 years since she was slain.
Dreaming. Tell me about that. What is that? What does it do?
And Glory kind of sighs, and they say, every so often, under Lysandra's command, there were people selected from the ranks of the military to be a part of the Dreamers of the Cosmos. These are people who have previously shown that they upheld Iser's 7 commandments. The first being that karma is a constant. The second, that nothing is impossible. The third, that stagnation is the antithesis of truth. Fourth is that choice is the deeper meaning of balance. Fifth, every person is sacred. Sixth, you must find your quest. And seventh, the universe is full of superpositions of possibility. The person who is selected to be a participant for this program believes in all of these and upholds them in their actions, meaning that they constantly choose to seek more knowledge and to seek out different ways to do things, and that they value themselves and those around them, and that they value the thought of adventure and going forward in the world and not ever stopping. Avery and Roland were two such participants. And I mean, at first it's not always clear to the dreamer that they've been selected, but often they figure it out on their own if they are not told. Often much sooner than Roland has. And during this, you notice that like Fitz looks extremely confused. And he goes, what do you mean, a dreamer cosmos? What? And Glory kind of chuckles a little bit. You wouldn't know of this because you weren't high enough ranking to be able to be privy to this knowledge. But dreamers are put into a deep sleep, almost like a coma. It's called dreaming. That's really all that I can tell you. I don't know very much more.
Sorry. I just don't know where to go.
I could tell you more about Eros than I could about the Dreamer program.
Yes. Yes. Tell me more about Eros, I guess, since he's our current issue.
When Roland and Avery started dreaming, there was a coup being led by this person named Eros. They're a very beautiful figure, and they speak incredibly well. At the time, we believed that they were going to be ending the Dreamers of the Cosmos program, and that there would be less hardship and easier days ahead of us. They led us to overthrow Lysandra Oriana and the current ICER command, but that's not what happened. Under the command of Eros, the program actually expanded, and more people were set to start dreaming, whether they followed the commandments to a T or not. And everyone has to follow a strict set of rules set in place by Eros that have only ever halfway been divulged to us. We don't know all of the rules, just that we have to check in at certain points in time, and if we don't, bad things happen. I can't say any more without something happening. He watches over us.
Hero's gonna pipe up from the back, because he's probably sitting off to the side or something next to Diana. And he's like, you can't tell us anything more about ICER as a whole, could you?
That depends. What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, anything that might help us defend ourselves against them. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a planet, right?
Somewhat. We act like a planet, yes, but we're more of a spaceship. Do you know what those are?
Absolutely no idea.
Okay. I didn't think so. You seem to be less, I guess...
Hey!
Technologically advanced than we are.
Good choice of words.
Those, things that we came here on, those are spaceships. ICER is a much, 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 much larger spaceship. We, as far as I know, ICER originated on this planet called Earth. As the planet was starting to die, they created this spaceship in order to save its inhabitants. And they did manage to do that and have been floating through space ever since, as far as I know, picking up additional people from other planets who might have been in the same situation, refugees, so to speak. For a long time, there was peace between all of us. And not a lot of bad happened. That has changed quite significantly since Eros took power, and even before, when Lysandra was in power, it wasn't entirely the best between us.
Hello.
Hi, Roland.
What I don't understand is if y'all are harboring some kind of remnant of a once great species who apparently lived on another planet that was able to have life on it, then where is the logic in coming to similar planets and destroying them? It seems to me like when from what I vaguely remember Roland and Avery telling us, it seems like they're coming here for resources and then just leaving destruction in their path, which is completely illogical.
It's also the subject of how Roland's talking for once. Roland is so he's gonna like kind of look, and he's like, also, how could me and Avery stayed in the coma while this was all happening?
I mean, it's medically induced. That's just, I don't know what to tell you. It's, as far as I know, they just keep you under.
Okay.
And as for your question, Foxman, we are told that the planets that we are invading have no intelligent life. We were made to believe that, and oftentimes whoever lands on the planet doesn't have any life, so we assume that the rest doesn't either. It's only later that we find out how wrong we are.
If you know it's wrong, then why are you still sticking with it?
Yeah, honestly, I have to agree with Roland. It seems like if this is a reoccurring theme, why do you still have any kind of faith in your government or whatever you want to call it?
There are times when self-preservation comes before anything else.
And what part of saving and protecting planets that are capable of supplying endless resources if you just keep them intact is not self-preservation?
Eros has certain thoughts about certain types of creatures. And if you go against those thoughts, well, let's just say that it does not end well.
Certain creatures. Icer's not exactly a uniform, well, civilization. What does that mean? What's happened to the rest of the ones Eros isn't a fan of?
They're put into the Dreamer program like you were.
God damn it.
And, well, he finds ways.
It's a disposal program.
At
Fucking
this point,
fantasy racism, everybody.
Man.
Yeah.
at this point, I would say more or less.
Moan's gonna be like, how come I'm not shocked? Lovely. So, we've got a tyrannical, racist overlord, or overperson in this case, who just happens to be a big old bitch and doesn't care if you disagree. I'm assuming if you disagree, you fucking, like you said, you are the Dreamer program or you get killed, right?
A little too real. Reminds me of America's politics.
Yes or no question, very simple.
Yes.
Lovely. How much of the population supports him and is there a resistance group?
Much of the population supports him.
Who's that
I
population?
cannot provide an answer to the other one at this time.
Good.
And you actually see Glory like wriggle at their bonds a bit, and they're like, if you release me,
Don't even try it. We weren't born yesterday, like we were said a bunch of times. Also,
Eros does not speak thieves can't. I know you do. I
that,
can tell you more.
how come I don't know? You just won't try to overpower us and run away, even though you probably couldn't.
I think that you can change some things around Icer.
Backing away. Alright. Say your 2 bits and I'll judge whether or not what you tell me is useful.
So do you untie them?
I untie their legs, but I still have the knife very close to their throat.
I don't really see what help untying their legs goes, since thieves
Yeah.
can't is a more of a hand gesture type
Oh,
of
okay,
language.
fuck, never mind. I tie his feet back up. And then I just like, I let his hands loose, but I'm like, I also got a knife to his throat, so I'm like, you take one misstep and I'll fucking slit your throat here on the floor. Got it?
Understood.
Lovely. We've come to an understanding.
And using Thieves' Cant,
Wow.
they tell you that Eros uses these rules that he has only ever halfway divulged to he uses them as a way to kill off those that they have found more unsavory, whether because of race, personal grudge, or otherwise. And that basically they are using the Dreamer program to start a genocide with most of the population now dreaming. They're powerless to stop it. And those that could stop it are often on Eros's side. And there's not enough people in numbers to possibly overthrow them. Glory explains that there is a very, very small I guess, uprising against Eros, and that they are a part of it, but at the same time, they do have to follow orders to a certain extent to preserve themselves.
Okay. So I guess all of that's been told.
Mm-hmm.
Roland kind of just, fine. Kind of pinches his fucking bridge of his nose, pinches the bridge of his nose. Okay. Who's the commanding officers left in power right now?
Gloria explains that they are a commanding officer, one of the higher ranking officers, and that there's a few more under Eros, but Eros is basically like the end-all be-all of ICER at this moment.
How has he not found you out if he can read minds, essentially?
They explained that they can't read minds so much as while a person is dreaming, their thoughts, emotions, sights, and sounds, and pain are broadcast to the program director, which at this point is Eros. It was Lysandra Oriana when you and Avery were put under, but now that Eros has led this coup, they are now in charge. If one is not dreaming, their thoughts are safe.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
At this moment, they tell you that they are also dreaming, and that is why they must use Thieves' Cant in order to speak with you, because otherwise Eros will know.
Hey, how can you be dreaming if you're awake?
Roll an intelligence check.
God damn it. Thank God my boy's a smart cookie. Also, while I'm trying to get my dice, sorry for the lateness. I totally... Sorry. That's a 15.
Okay. So as you talk to Glory about this, it feels like all of these memories come rushing back. And like you vaguely remember, like like gossip about this program back when you were on ICER, about how the souls are extracted from their bodies, much like astral projection is known to work, and the soul is made physical and sent to worlds unknown to explore and plunder for resources. If the soul dies on the journey, the body dies in real life. And then ICER, as far as you remember, was known to use these husks to implant souls whose bodies had died without the souls dying. So, essentially, you know, like, just from recalling this gossip, that Avery's body could probably be being used by another person, and that's a little weird to think about. Like, somebody else's soul could be in Avery's body because his soul died, but his body is still with Icer.
Oh, fuck. So plot twist. I'm a soul. Shit. Sorry.
Basically,
Oh, man. Okay, that explains a lot. I think this was probably explained earlier, but I just wasn't there.
and so, like, you're starting to remember that, like, okay, you have heard about this program a little bit, at least in passing, and that you know that your soul is here with the people in Lena's Bay, but your body is still on Icer somewhere.
Okay, so
And that there's ways to get around having a body.
Ah, fuck. So I'm a soul that's okay. That explains a lot, actually. Lovely. So, if I somehow manage to get my own body back, I can basically infiltrate Icer, no problem.
Glory seems to hesitate for a moment.
Are there guards?
In Thieves Can't, they sign many.
Ah, fuck. Sorry, that's a lot of my response right now. But
And then, again, in Thieves Can't, they say, but there is another way.
does this way involve dying?
They smile.
God damn it. Does it involve another coma?
No.
Oh, thank God. But what's this way? I'm signing this.
They sign back. Basically, you would need to kill your physical body. That will break the tether, and Eros will no longer be able to gain control or knowledge over us. Once
So-
we break the tether, we can infiltrate the ship and overthrow Icer.
There isn't the possibility of me just going in there and taking my body, is there?
Probably not.
God damn it.
They keep it very well guarded at this point.
So what? Wake up in my body, kill myself, then get back to here. You know, I hate myself, but this is a little overkill.
Well, we have the ships.
That's very true. So, fuck. We go up there, we bust into Icer, we kill my body. Find something. What's gonna happen with the body dies? Can I just live like this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As far as we know, anyway.
As far as we know, but like, I feel like that's not permanent.
We have had people whose bodies have been killed return to Icer in their souls. But I don't know how long that lasts. It's never been studied.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear anything because my earbud fell out. What?
Yes, you can. If you
Okay. I want to see if he's a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought that was all happening in Thieves' Camp.
Thieves Can't is a secret language between,
I just want to see if he's lying.
but
But you don't know what
can't.
he's saying.
You don't know what he's saying, so you can't, because you don't know what he's saying.
I mean, you can roll an insight check on the
Can I
things
check
that you
his
have,
body posture? Yeah.
because there have been some things that they've said in common. So that is, I mean, Hero can roll an insight check on that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Might as
Okay.
well.
All
Just
right.
true.
Ah.
15?
As far as you can tell, they are being entirely truthful.
Okay.
Like I said before, Fitz seems a little confused by this because they are so low ranking that they haven't heard of this before. But Glory seems to be completely on the level as they are telling you all of this.
Okay.
I should probably. Also, I should have. I'll send you more details later. Fuck. Zale, but like, I don't know. I'd have to talk to you about this outside of game.
Okay.
But, okay, so fuck. Not so much a rescue mission as an assassination, I guess.
It would seem so.
Fine. Okay. Would you accompany us to help us with this, or your hands are tied? Or we can use you as a hostage.
They paused for a moment. I believe there are ways around my hands being tied.
Ooh. I like the way you think.
And, Roland, make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn
No,
it.
not Constitution, Dexterity, please.
I was gonna fucking try to kill me. Uh-oh. That's a 7. Uh-oh.
So, Glory does not move at all.
Oh, fuck.
Neither does Fitz. But suddenly you feel like you've been punched in the gut and you double over, and it almost feels like you're weightless for a second. And then everything comes crashing down. And there's this immense pain throbbing from your stomach. And you look down.
Am I bleeding?
It feels like you're bleeding,
God damn it.
but there's nothing there. And Glory is looking at you with wide eyes.
Are they punching holes in my corpse or something?
And then suddenly Glory doubles over
Oh,
in the same way that you did. And then Fitz right beside them. And all three of you are just hunched over yourselves, looking like you want to die.
Hero like jumps up from where he's sitting. He goes, "What's going on? Roland, are you okay?"
Yeah, Fane is in. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Fane is immediately over and like has a hand on Roland and is like trying to see if he has any wounds.
Oh, motherfucker!
And you hear Glory hiss out, "He's... God. Our bodies."
Of course. Fuck. You didn't tell me that they could fucking feel pain.
Oh, God. And it takes
What?
you guys a moment, but you do seem to, like, come back into yourselves and, like, recover, but it takes a second. And Glory looks up at you, and they're like, "Well, at least that takes care of that situation. I can speak freely now."
Fuck, they're dead?
As I said, Eros tends to like to use the program to kill those more unsavory to him.
Lovely. So he got fucking
But
famous Hitler.
now we are free to do as we like without him watching over us.
Okay, can you start with explaining what the hell that just was?
Well, funny you mentioned that, but I've been a ghost the entire time.
Roland, is this really a time to be telling jokes?
Probably not, but I'm me. Fuck. Ah, God, why does that hurt like a mother? But essentially, as it turns out, my dear friends, I'm not actually here. I'm a lovely spirit. I'm apparently my soul, the most genuine part of me. Shocking, I know, right?
I don't understand what you mean.
The weird dreams, the sleeping shit. Don't know how to explain this, but I'm not actually here. I'm me.
Wiz, whatever you're doing, it sounds like wind.
Me?
No, Wiz.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
Essentially, I'm not me in the most physical sense of the word. I'm Roland, yeah, I'm me, but my physical body's not here. This isn't a physical body.
Hero is gonna look at you for 2 seconds and then
Don't punch me.
just like he lowers his hands slowly as you say that.
Wait, what's he acting like?
He wasn't gonna deck you, but he was gonna like push his. He was gonna, yeah, basically. He's gonna like pap you on the shoulder. But he goes, I don't. What do you mean, Roland? I'm pretty sure I've hugged you at least one time while you've been here. No, I hugged you goodbye.
You hugged me several times. That's besides the point. I'm fucking Christ, I don't know how to explain this. But essentially, ICER has a program. That's orange. Me and Avery were put into a medically induced coma that allowed them to extract the soul, and they send our soul out on missions to planets first, so in case something happens, the body still remains, and souls that need bodies can be placed into them.
That's what you're saying is insane.
I'm not gonna take that from someone who's literally a wolf man.
I'm not a wolf man. What kind of werewolf are you taking me for?
Well, apparently not a werewolf. But
We're
anyways,
fox.
I'm a fox. I'm a kitsune.
I was about to say something really
You're a
funny.
giant spider.
Yes, we've been over this.
That's
Okay, anyways,
2 points.
turns out there was a coup.
0. 1 point. Roll it.
There was a coup.
Okay.
It took Lysandra down. Lysandra hasn't been in power for a year and a half. Eros is the one in charge, and Eros has been using the Dreamer program, which me and Avery were placed into, as a way to get rid of political enemies.
Okay.
Or
So
just people he didn't like, races he didn't like. You
That's, yeah, just fantasy, just like, some sci-fi racism right there.
oh, that's awful.
Fucking Christ. Anyways, essentially, the bodies are there, and they can monitor the bodies so they can find out whatever they want to find out. However, that's not a problem anymore, considering my body just got killed.
Is that what that was? Is that why
No,
you
it
all?
was me having indigestion. Yes, that was what it was.
Well, you don't need to sass me. I'm just concerned for your well-being.
I know, I'm sorry. Also not... Anyways. We have bigger
so, okay.
No, you actually asked your question. I've run out of things to say, shockingly.
Okay. So it's not like a voodoo doll situation, right? Now that your body has been killed, they can't like use it against you, right?
Well, no. But it's gonna
But
be
yes. Yes
yeah.
and no. I mean, they can't use it to hurt Roland, but they can put another soul in there, and that could hurt Roland. Like, actually, physically, like, attack him, us, all of us.
Lovely. Essentially, my body can be used however they deem fit now. I've still got a tether, they just don't have a tether that's directly connected to me, so in that case, I'm fine.
Okay. So what? How do we go from here? What are we supposed to do? I want to know who's going to pay for the repairs on the town, because you two, and Hero like jets his finger, like 2 fingers towards the guys. He goes, "Y'all came in here and wrecked shop, and this town ain't rolling in riches, so I expect some kind of compensation."
I don't think we have money. I don't
You
think
have 2 hands.
I think we got more pressing concerns. I understand you're upset, but, like, listen. We've kind of got, like, a fate of the universe thing, because Ice was gonna send some other people here.
Are they?
Trust me. If one's not enough, and they just fucking murk this one's body, too. Juts at them at the...
I look at the 2 prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Will they send more people here?
Chances are, yes. Especially now that I'm sure they've deemed myself and Fitz to be AWOL as well. They're
the more
going
the
to keep
merrier.
coming unless we stop them.
And how exactly do I do that?
Well, you certainly have a lot of people here, and I'm sure there are more people on Icer who would be willing to join our cause if we just...
The thing is, we don't exactly
Same.
have a lot of people here. In fact, there's a handful of people here. And
Well,
if
yes,
that
but
place
they
is really
quite
as big
readily-
as you say that it is, I don't entirely expect this to be a fight that just the town of Leona's Bay can win.
Well, let's think of it this way. Most of the population is under the control of Arrows in the Dreamers program, meaning they are in a coma. The people who are working for Arrows are small in numbers. He's put many of them under at this point. You have all pretty readily taken out 24 of my men.
Sorry about that, but also not really.
I completely understand. However, you are more than capable, is what I'm saying. I think together we can work to an end that both of us will find amicable.
What's to say... Is Eros possible to kill? Like,
They're flesh and blood like you and me.
you say that, but for some reason I have my doubts.
I think we will need to be careful in our actions and plan everything, but I think it is entirely possible to rid ourselves of their rule.
Okay. Well, never had to lead a revolution before, but this will be fun. I think we can take them.
What about the people who can't fight for themselves, can't defend themselves? And Hero kind of like glances over at Diana, like inconspicuously.
Well, we find a way to fortify here. Honestly, I'm not gonna take anyone from Leona's Bay who doesn't want to fight. A smaller party or a smaller group would be better, especially if we're gonna infiltrate. We just need to get this place ready for another attack.
I have learned some of the ways, at least, of how the Dreamer program works. We could do something similar here. I know the souls tend to be a bit more hardy than the bodies themselves.
You're saying we make our own Dreamers program?
Similarly, yes, but without all the genocide.
Yeah, no, that part's the part that's important. Who's gonna agree to that here, though? That's my main concern. Like, would any of you be okay with that?
I mean,
Good.
sorry, okay. After a second of consideration, we're kinda shrugs and says, "You do what you have to get for the cause of justice. There's one thing I learned in the military, it was that. And if the government isn't doing its job, out it goes."
Nice. I have a feeling you've led a revolution before, Rear.
I wish. But no, the answer to that is no. But I've been on the losing side before.
Hopefully this won't be another losing event. And you've learned more than I did in the military. I just learned how to kiss someone's ass. Okay. So. But also, we have a lot of civilians here. Despite being a total jackass and not a complete asshole. What if I don't think everyone here is going to agree, and I'm not 100% comfortable with letting a bunch of bodies just be here?
I think we ought to give the people a chance. I mean, at the very worst, they can say no, and we can set up a rotation, I suppose. Guard those who do decide to go.
Sounds good to me. So, okay. This is gonna be fun. We should probably fortify the town first and get as many weapons as we can.
Shouldn't we try to lure them away from here?
Yes, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Why would they target Lena's Bay if they're after you and these two?
Because we're here in Lena's Bay.
No, what I'm saying is if we
leave,
if we go back to like
they'll still kill anyone for information. Plus, the mountain's not far enough. If you notice, we have space travel.
No, I know that, but like anywhere, the further we go from Lena's Bay, the safer it'll be for everyone else here.
I don't exactly think that everyone here are fighters.
That's what I mean.
There are places called cities that actually have armies.
Yeah, we can seek out help elsewhere. Lena's Bay isn't the only.
Lena's Bay is a tiny town.
That's true, but how much time is it going to take to get help?
Depends on where you're looking.
I somehow am very interested, but also a little, I don't know. If we can go to Icer's front door first and take care of the problem there, the better.
You want us to launch ourselves into space?
Yes.
And how do you propose we
I
do
think
that?
this is important. I do. And I don't want this entire world destroyed. But I am not going into space. That is not my fight.
Well, buddy, if it's not your fight there, well, it's going to be your fight here pretty soon because the Icer doesn't give a flying fuck about their airfare. It's your choice. You either sit here like a duck and wait for death, or you come up and fight.
Roland, I appreciate... I'm on your side, believe it or not. But we can't force people to fight if they don't want to.
Fair enough. You're right, in the end of the day, it's their choice. You can defend down here, but your help would be greatly appreciated.
I don't
Listen.
see how it's a good idea to walk into the lion's den.
Yeah, even with the information you've given us, it's taking a shot in the dark. We don't even have Avery anymore.
Well, funny thing about that, actually, someone might be using Avery's body as, well, their body.
But that doesn't help us. You know what I mean?
I know, just like.
And it's not that I don't want it to seem like I don't trust you.
I
don't
don't say it.
believe in you, but I think I want to protect Lena's Bay. I want to protect the people here, and I don't want Icer coming down here and attacking innocent people. But I also think we're ill-prepared. These weapons that they brought, the things that they attacked us with, I've never seen anything like that in my life. You've seen me in a battle, Roland. I use a pitchfork as a weapon. I'm not a fighter.
Well, that isn't to say that you can't be trained.
Quite
And
true.
how much time do you think that'll take?
Not too long. Firearms aren't meant for skilled fighters, they're just meant to kill things.
And I think you overestimate how willing I am to kill
At this point,
anyone.
you don't have a choice.
I think I do, actually.
You do?
Well, maybe you do not need to be one who kills people, but rather one who gathers information. You seem like the type who would be able to be quiet in stressful situations.
I work good under pressure, yes. But as I said, I didn't even understand anything you said to him. I don't know what you were speaking. You were signing to each other.
Hero, at the end of the day, whatever choice you make is yours. But like Glory's saying, it's very easy to train people. You don't need to be good, you just need to be effective.
Do you believe that everybody at Icer is bad?
No. I believe there's a lot of good people put in a situation, and at the end of the day, they chose themselves over others. It's not something uncommon.
Are you any different from them?
In certain ways, no. And I may be a complete bastard. In that sense. But I do have enough of a moral compass to know what's right and what's wrong. And even if that means I'll still do the wrong thing, doesn't mean I'm not aware.
Right. But there might be people like you at ICER, and
I don't doubt that, but if they get in the way, they know what they chose and they know what might happen.
that's not something I can accept. I'm sorry, but
That's unfortunate.
I would defend people.
Innately,
If I would defend you, it's unfair of me to say I wouldn't defend those who might be like you.
yes, I appreciate that. But I'm sorry. What needs to be done needs to be done. I'm going to spare as many people as I can, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to be spared. There will be sacrifices and there will be death. That's just a fact of the matter in any coup, as I'm sure Weir's aware. It's going to happen. This is going to happen.
Well, I'll help in any way I can, but I'm sorry, I refuse to become a weapon in a war that isn't my own.
About to become yours very soon. But I understand.
I, for one, am fully aware that this is quickly going to become my fight as well. But I am not. I'm not prepared to get on a ship and leave here.
I mean, listen, that's your choice. But you should know that the ship is perfectly safe.
That's not what I mean.
Sure? You sound like someone...
I don't want to bring the harbinger of doom that my people thought I was, but gods, I will if I have to be.
Appreciate that,
And
Pixie.
people are here, not up there.
So you do it for home and not. That's fair. That is totally fair. Sorry.
So, my understanding then is that you would rather bring the fight to your own home than to stop it before it starts.
I would rather not turn my back on my people any more than I already have had to.
I second what Fane says.
How are you turning... Okay, this is a little ridiculous. Roland's kind of annoyed at this point. We finished the fight up there. If I have to go by myself to ICER, I will, and you guys can defend the home front. But at the end of the day, I'm favoring the option of just destroying the whole damn thing up there and then dealing with the consequences later rather than hoping and praying that everything will be safe down here. ICER can send more troops whenever they want. They can wake up as many sleepers as they need to. They have double the forces we do. This whole world would be taken by surprise, yet you want to all sit here and take the fight to the home ground. No offense, but they have the high ground.
And we have the whole home field advantage.
You have the home field advantage, except your home field is completely surrounded.
How big is ICER? It sounds like it's one ship, and I understand that you sent down like 20 people, but we have armies of our own. And I'm much more capable here on
But
this.
not here in Leona's Bay, we don't. There
No,
are armies in Leona's Bay.
no, I'm not talking about
That's the
Leona's
point I'm
Bay.
getting at. And no one is going to have any advantage here if this entire world is taken by surprise.
Well, then shouldn't we inform people? Shouldn't we have them prepared?
That was my thought.
If we fail at preventing ICER from coming, then we're not only are we stuck up there, but everyone down here is completely caught off guard.
And how do you propose that you will spread the word? Not to be against you, but ICER is already on its way. I don't know how you plan to tell a whole world of these people and have them believe you, first of all, if they're anything like you guys are. And secondly, how you would do it in enough time before ICER gets here.
Well,
That would be attacked.
I think we have plenty of evidence, considering everything you brought with you.
And how do you plan to have these people see that evidence? Are you going to drag a spaceship through the mountain?
One of your weapons is enough evidence. I can carry a weapon.
As can I, and frankly... Finn kind of like takes a minute and like sighs and like pinches the bridge of his nose. Frankly, I know a pretty strong army.
And I know some pretty strong support.
Yeah, but can you get him here mobilized in like less than a week?
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
actually, it's feasible. And as I said before, if y'all aren't in Lena's Bay, there's not much reason for them to come to Lena's Bay. If Fane and I stay here, and the rest of y'all, well, whoever wants to launch themselves into the unknown,
Why do you know what it is? I've been up there.
you do.
Yeah, and I'm lying.
No, I don't think you're lying. But you have no idea what's waiting for you and I, sir, anymore. It's not even under the same control that you are under. And frankly, no offense, and he looks at Glory and I forget the other guy's name.
Fitz.
Fitz, thank you. And he goes, no offense, but I can't exactly trust y'all's word. Especially after you nearly burnt down my home and killed the people I love.
Oh my god. Listen, things happen. Not saying what they did was great, and you can like kick their asses later. But for now, we have a more pressing issues, such as, possible genocide.
Roland, how can you trust them so easily? They're from the org. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, no, I said I don't trust them, but I don't really have much left to lose. And I know ICER well enough to see. Listen,
Well, I have a lot to lose.
Yeah, and you have even more to lose if you just sit here and wait.
Nothing about what I said was sitting here and waiting.
Do you honest to God think that you can take down a whole squad of these ships? This is 2, and this was a small squadron by far. There's enough bodies on ICER, be them alive or awake, that they can be used.
Both of you, stop. You're arguing past each other, and we're frankly wasting daylight. We don't know when these people are coming. Fane, Hero, if the two of you can get these armies that you speak of, get in touch with them as soon as possible, that would be for the best.
Fane turns to you, and like opens their mouth like they're gonna say something, and then shuts it again.
Fane, now is the time to Fane. Now is the time to speak. She's very tired and has a bit of a headache.
I said I might be able to get an army. Might. It's a very heavy might.
Nothing here is guaranteed, but think of it like this. Consider us Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B only has a 90-something% chance of working.
Well, then
I
you better
can't-
hope that Plan A goes well.
That's why we use those protection kits. But, sorry. Let's try to make the Plan B like birth control joke, but that didn't work out well. Essentially,
Look. Alright, here. I'm willing to go.
great. Appreciate that.
But first, I need to get word somewhere.
You need to get what?
I need to get a word somewhere.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Be it a letter or me writing them myself. I don't know if there's enough time for that.
So, I just want to double check something real quick. We don't know how long we have, right? We're just approximating a week.
We're
Probably.
spitballing, yeah.
Yeah, about.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check that. Make sure I had all my ducks in a row. So we're nods, and if you make the decision to ride, let me know. I'll accompany you if you need it. And you, Hira, what do you need from us to get word to whoever?
I can go myself. It's not too far off. And I know where I'm going, but I need to take tonight to do some thinking. Because I'm not a strategist like any of you. Holy shit.
Sorry, I forgot.
I'm not a strategist like any of you. I can't make decisions like this on a whim. And I've realized we're on some kind of ticking clock, but I need to think.
Then do that. Take that time and get back to us when you're ready. And she turns to, who do I have left? Roland. And says, "Holy cow, that wind is big." That's not what she says. Roland, what do we need to get our tentative plan A into action?
Well, we prep the town a bit, give them the basic once over, get some weapons, plan
Would
our...
it-
No.
Might it also be... I mean, the other way to do this is to have the people go into the city on the other side of the mountain. I mean, infrastructure is much easier to repair. Like, you know, infrastructure costs less than human life.
That is true.
And if people want to stay and fight, then it's their own. You know, I don't know what I want to say. Wow. If people want to fight, then they're welcome to. But then those who cannot or do not want to will be safe.
I mean, honestly, they just need to afford. There's only so much we can do. Hopefully, with Icer, take them down. In the time, the town will be able to defend itself.
Where?
Mm-hmm. She turns to Roland. Sorry, Fane.
How fast can you fly? Faster than a horse could run.
I don't know how fast a horse can run, but my
Well,
bike speed is
Think
40
about
feet.
it like this is definitely faster than a horse can run because you don't have to worry about terrain or obstacles. Just exhaustion. And
Yeah.
from what I've seen
And
from
you
you, you
can't
have some
fly.
pretty good stamina.
But you can't fly through the night for almost 2 weeks.
Well, by flying, you know, it would probably.
I am not taking a ship.
This is not in character.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
telling you,
I thought one of the
by
kids
flying,
was
you would
talking.
probably cut down on a lot of the travel time that would be needed to get to Oronti.
But it'd be back to back to back flying.
Yeah,
Because I was talking a week and a half back to back to back riding,
right.
which
So-
would practically kill a horse.
You could
Just
probably,
about.
if
Kill a
you didn't
horse.
stop, you could probably get there 3 days to get there, 3 days to get back.
Who? Fane riding or we are flying?
I don't think that's
We're
accurate.
flying.
Okay.
That'd be like she didn't sleep and
Uh-huh.
she only flew
Yeah,
for
exactly.
3 straight days. No
Exactly.
eating, no sleeping, no nothing.
That's what
Which isn't
that's what I'm saying.
possible. Okay. Like she'd be
If you
way
did
beyond
nothing else
exhausted
but
then.
fly, you would be able to get there in 3 days.
She wouldn't even be able to make it there though.
Why not?
Because that'd be like you'd basically be speeding there. And you wouldn't be eating or sleeping or drinking the entire way.
I mean, I don't know that that's what she'd do. I mean,
No, well, yes, I know, but that's the only physical way that it would be able to take only 3 days.
To get there, I missed it. To get there and back in 3 days?
No,
No.
so
No,
Get there,
oh, okay.
get there.
6 days total.
Okay.
Doing nothing else.
And that would basically kill Weir.
Basically.
Yes.
Hey, I have an idea.
I was gonna say as this discussion on Hero is gonna talk to Soul, but like go for it.
Alright, guess I'm. I don't even know what to call it. I don't think astral projection is the correct word. But,
You're communing with your god.
I am communing with the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Wait, so is Soul just sitting in the background? All of a sudden, she just like astral projects.
Basically.
I imagine you sitting up and then just falling limp in your chair, and Hero's like, "What the fuck?"
Alright. So. God's chilling.
Yeah, she's actually kind of like, as you come in, she like almost like smirks at you, and she's like, I wondered how long it would take you.
Oh, wow. Okay, is shade much? that was bad, but it was in character. Alright, I got it. Yeah, shade much?
Maybe a little. What can I do for you?
I would like to put out a request to send a warning to... I'm sorry, pause. My mom's dancing and looking at me through the glass window. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, to send a warning to the people who follow you that this thing is coming.
She thinks for a moment.
Maybe, please. And Soul's like wearing one of those smiles that's just like, please. It screams, please.
You will have 10 more years in my service.
What?
If you agree to that, then I will do it.
I have no problem with that.
Okay, consider it done.
Wait, what is Soul asking for?
Raven Queen got followers, right? Lots of followers.
Okay. Right.
So, you know, a message from God. Hello, God 911.
That's amazing.
These alien
Because-
invaders are coming to attack. Probably.
Hero's thinking was, I'm gonna go home and pray to my goddess and beg her to commune with all of the people of my clan and summon all these amazing clerics to
We're
fucking come.
soulmates.
The holiest unions.
Yeah, so, okay, I thank her.
Okay.
I go back into my body? Question mark?
Hero's like shaking your shoulder as you wake up, and he's like, Soul, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I have good news.
Okay.
The Raven Queen agreed to send out a warning to all of her followers. Ooh, I cut out. To all of her followers. So that maybe that will A, cover more ground, and B, you won't have to do as much to, you know.
You know.
You know. You know.
That's excellent news. Is everybody listening to Soul say this?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That sounds great. So now we have an army.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say an army exactly, but the people will
at least somewhat prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, when I say army, I don't mean what Iser's army surely is, which is a bunch of trained soldiers. I mean, we have people willing to help and fight.
Yes? Question mark? DM?
I mean, you have some people, yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
You have people spreading the word.
Excellent.
Hey, I think I'm homies with the Raven Queen because she fucking sassed me.
Sorry for Marge. Well, that's excellent news. My plan was actually to go home and pray as well, so hopefully my goddess is giving.
Do you need to go home to pray?
I mean, so I understand you kind of just did your thing
Well,
right now.
I mean, I know, like, the things we have with our gods are different deals, you know?
Not all gods are as talkative.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but
Do what you need to do.
I
Yeah.
was just wondering.
It's when I pray, it's not as private. It's kind of like I'm talking out loud to myself. So I don't really feel comfortable doing that, at least here in this meeting.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on. I'm an idiot. I thought. No, that's out of character.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant Fox I'm a fool. Yeah.
Wait, what? You thought I meant Fox what?
Foxland. And not like Chicken Home.
Oh no. Just go to my no. I mean, if it doesn't, I would need to talk to her first and then go back to my clan. But I need to talk to her first. I need to see if she's willing to help me. Fucking... I wish I could remember the name of my god. It's somewhere here.
I have a quick DM question.
Yeah.
Where has... You said it's been a couple days?
Uh-huh.
Where have Fane and Roland been staying? With Narcissa?
Yeah, Narcissa's house.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So Daikitsu is the goddess. I have to remember that. It's not that hard. No, yeah, but I want to go. I guess it's out of. You said it's out of character. I can't call it like Chicken Home in character.
Yeah, no.
I just wanna. But yeah, and he's like, he's gonna talk a little louder because he was kind of like mumbling to you. He's gonna be like, y'all, I'm gonna. If that's all you have to say to me, you know where I stand, and I would like to return to my house and take care of my chickens and talk to my goddess. Maybe not specifically in that order.
I actually am going to do likewise. I'm going to go back to my room and
attempt to write a letter.
Okay. Fane, are you staying or are you going? I mean, I understand what the letter's for, but have you decided to leave?
If we sincerely only do have a week, I would not be able to get there on time regardless, and I'd probably kill 2 horses in the process.
Okay. Well, don't do that. But I believe you're going to do the best you can, as will I. But if you don't mind, I'll take my leave now. So you can stay if you want. You know where to find me, and you know my door's always open.
Actually, would it be okay if I came with you?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Okay, Hero is not gathering anything because he probably doesn't have anything and is leaving with Soul, going back to his hut.
Wow.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna eat some chips while I wait for the rest of this conversation to play out.
Yeah, Fane picks up or kind of like adjusts his sword and sheathes it. And looks at Weir and Roland. You both know where to find me.
I guess I'll. Where are these two staying? Are they just gonna stay in one of Nexus's rooms?
You guys have been keeping them in the brig, so I think where they're staying now is up to you.
Can I thieves can't real quick to Glory say, can you make sure this one doesn't step out of line?
Thieves can't back, of course.
What's your plan? Because if we're going to infiltrate and you pretend to have us captured, or have they deemed you all irredeemable at this point?
I'm pretty sure, considering I got killed just like you did, I am irredeemable at this point.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just make sure he doesn't do any wacky shit, or like try to stab us in the back. Is he loyal to us?
And Fitz kind of like, are you saying this in common or are you still in Thieves' Cant?
Thieves canting.
Okay, well, Fitz also knows Thieves' Cant, so...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Fitz is the assassin, so... he looks between you guys and he says in common, because he's an idiot, he's like, you can trust me, you guys, like, I'm not gonna, like, kill you. I don't got nowhere to go or anywhere else to be besides here.
Okay, cool.
I just like went country and I did not mean, but you know what I
Pop goes country. But okay. Oh wow, that's cool. Roland's gonna like quickly like pat him on the back, but pat him in a way that's very hard. It's like, if you betray us, I will. He's gonna like come down, smile real close. If you betray us, I will gut you alive. I know you want you to know that, right? You know, it's like
yes, sir.
cool.
Understood.
So we won't have any problems then, right?
No, sir.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you guys can Narcissa.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere these guys can stay? I kind of feel like a jerk leaving them in the brig.
I do have a few more rooms available, yes.
Can we stick these two in one of them? Preferably close to the rest of us. I don't want them slipping away in the night.
Sure. Do you want them right next to yours and Fane's room?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And she just goes and gets the room prepared.
Okay. Can you two help me with the other ships?
What do you need? Glory asks.
Well, obviously they're a little damaged, so maybe we can just repair them and see if we can get them operational, and maybe arm a couple of the citizens here.
Okay, absolutely.
Cool. Can you two just go work on that while Narcissus is setting up your room?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Okay, and so I assume you untie them?
Yeah.
All right. Nicola joins you guys as you make your way. I mean, the ships are down at the beach, so you would need to go down to the beach to start working on them.
Okay. Is this a time when I should maybe... you guys go ahead. I'll talk. I need to talk to... Fan.
Okay. We will see you then. And Glory follows along with Nicola, answering all of his excited questions about the ships.
Okay, yeah.
And the rest of the town seems to clear out at that point, realizing that the interrogation is now over. So, you guys are left alone in Narcissa's house.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we're all together, right? Hero and Soul have gone to do whatever they're doing. Fane.
Yeah, I think Fane is
is
upstairs
writing a
now.
letter.
Yeah. So Roland and Weir are the only ones left in the house at this point. I mean, besides Narcissa, who's fixing up her room.
Yeah, Fane's upstairs in their room.
Okay, cool.
How... Roland's gonna turn to Weir. How well do you think this town can actually fend off an attack? Be honest.
Honestly, not. I don't want to say not well because they held their own decently enough in the first wave, but an extended fight, I don't think they could do it.
Good. We're of the same mind then. For once. The others... This is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. We infiltrate Icer, we take arrows down, that's it, and then... Oh! Sorry, something just fell. We infiltrate Icer, we get all of this done, and then hopefully we can repair it from there. But
As I said before, I'm willing to fight on your side, Roland. I think we're in a rather precarious situation, though.
that's one way of stating it. Roland's gonna kind of like awkwardly like pat her on the shoulder. So, thank you. I really appreciate this.
She responds with a friendly, if maybe a little bit harder than necessary, punch on his shoulder. I was like, believe it or not, you may be a bastard, but you've got some skill. And I don't think you'd lead any one of this party astray if you could help it.
That's true. I'm not shocked that that just everyone doesn't trust me as much. But I don't know. I'm gonna go talk to Fan.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
I mean that with all sincerity. I think that came out a little bit insincere, but I mean that with all sincerity.
It's totally sincere. I feel it. I feel. Yeah. No. There's some things that should probably be addressed.
Like anyway. She like pats him on the shoulder and was like, "Get to it then."
Why do I feel like we've had some sort of miscommunication?
She turns and goes back to her house to figure out what she's gonna do with her son.
Roland's gonna go up to Fane's room.
Okay, do you knock on the door or just walk in?
It sounded to me from what Zale said that you guys are sharing a room.
No, I know.
So probably I can't answer for him.
I'm kidding. It's unlocked. You can just walk in.
Abbott, are you still there?
Hello?
Still here. I'm going up there.
Okay. Do you just walk in?
I'm gonna knock.
Okay. You just kind of hear, "We're sharing a room," but like from a distance.
Well, yeah, but I'm not. I don't know what you're doing. Roland's gonna just come in then.
Okay, Fane. Is there some kind of table in this room?
Yes, probably. I mean, yeah, it's a nice
Okay,
room.
then
No, it's just.
paint me a word picture. What's this room like?
So this room, have you ever seen those like hotel rooms that have like the living room add-on kind of thing?
Yes.
It's like that. Like it's like a really nice bed, like a nice 4-poster bed with like the little living room added onto it that's got like a couch / sitting area kind of thing and like a coffee table, and there's a desk in the corner, and it's like really nice. And like
Okay.
you feel like maybe you shouldn't be putting your grimy hands all over everything, but then like the guilt passes because, you know, Narcissus said that you could stay here, so
Fane's hands are very clean. Thank you.
maybe I meant Roland's grimy hands.
Yeah, I figured.
My grimy gay hands.
Fane is just sitting at the desk, like holding an ink quill. And apparently just staring at a piece of paper that has like the title of something at the top. And that's it.
What are you trying to do? Burn a hole through that piece of paper?
Are you walking over to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or me on the door and be cool. Go me on the door and be cool.
Okay. Thane turns around a little bit to look at you and just... No.
Are you sure? Because last time I checked staring, it doesn't get writing done.
I'm trying to think.
One's gonna be genuine for once. Listen, I'm sorry if you feel pressured, but you just need to go up there and get it done.
Finn kind of pauses and looks down at the paper.
It isn't that easy.
Why do you say that? Uh-oh.
Because who I'm writing to does not want to hear from me. In any way.
Well, he's making
Even if I could ride there and hand deliver this letter myself, they would never read it.
and hand it to someone who maybe is on better standing with him.
I don't think anybody is on better standing with me. And I wish that was not the case, but it is. And it hasn't even been that long.
I'm gonna be honest. Try. That's all you can do at this point. You don't have enough time to say yeses or maybes. Just try. And that's enough.
Fane just nods.
Also, there's a good chance we're all gonna die. I'm just gonna put that out there. I might die. I might have to stay back at ICER. But it's if I don't come back, I don't really know what to say. But I for once don't have any like witty retorts.
Fane sets the pen down and kind of turns around in his seat so that he can look at you.
I don't know.
Get over it. I'm not saying anything. There's always a chance that we can die.
Yeah, that's true. Shocked they made it this far. But yeah, no, yeah, we're probably gonna live. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna go. Roland's gonna like try to turn and walk out.
Wait.
Okay.
Were you going to say something? Was there a second half to that?
I mean, yeah and no.
Usually people who bring up we're going to all die soon have a second point.
Yeah, but I think it might be too late. I think it's something better left unsaid.
Right. Then
I think you know already, so.
I don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
But- What?
No, never mind. What you're saying.
Okay. Roland, I don't have a fear of dying. And that very much is in part because I've done it once before.
Yeah, could you explain that part?
Sure.
I mean, technically I'm a ghost, like...
I know. Just shut the door and sit down.
Okay. Roland's gonna shut the door and sit down.
Okay.
Whipped.
Wow, Roland's whipped. Is that unbelievable? No.
Oh my gosh.
Finn looks down at their hands and like twists the ring on their finger.
There's honestly not much I can tell you about it because there's not much I know about it.
Is it one of those, oh, I almost drowned as a small child and then I saw the light thing?
No, it's more of I fell 60 feet into an icy river,
Oh, jeez.
was under for upwards of 3 hours, and I'm still alive.
Then that's explaining the Raven Queen thing then. I don't know. I'm not scared to die. I honestly thought I'd die by the time I'm 30. Not made to last. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Finn looks at him and looks back down at his hands.
Just... Perhaps it's just a culture thing, but that is such a hard concept to wrap my mind around.
That makes one of us. Trust me. Arrows isn't the first person to, like, want people like me to be rid of. I'm not exactly desirable. I'm one of the few descendants of the Driders, some fucking crazy spider cult that managed to survive past, well, people killing them. Not exactly. Spider people aren't popular. Let's just put it as that. I honestly I grew up alone. I grew up in the dirt. I grew up stealing. I grew up, well, fast. I do what I can to live, and if I have to fucking screw my way up the ladder or steal or kill, I'll do it. I'm not a good person. I'm me, and At this point, if I die for something good, I'll have done something, well, useful. There are worse people to die, trust me.
Roland, you are a good person.
Tai just threw us into a huge war. I came to this planet to kill everything on it. You're saying I'm a good person? People are gonna die. Good people
You had a choice, and you made one. I'm sure as hell wasn't the one I was expecting you to make when I first met you.
That's...
You've
yeah.
made choices than I have in a lot of circumstances. And I think I'm a good person. Just because you've done what you've had to do does not make you a bad person. I don't come from the background you do, but even I know that.
I appreciate it, but I don't think everyone's gonna come out of this in one piece. What happens is what happens, and if I'm the one to die, it's not as big a deal. You have all of this bay with you guys. You have people who you care about.
I don't. Roland, I'm not from here.
Yeah, but
I'm from this planet. I'm from a city that doesn't want me.
You're from a city that doesn't want you.
Let's just say that if I die, then I will know why I did not that day.
I wouldn't say that. If you haven't checked, most of this bay loves you. This is your family. This is a home. Not sure if you've noticed, but people care. I care. Solace cares. Hero cares. We all care. Even if you don't care for Solace or Hero, they care about you. Well, I care about you quite a bit.
Roland chokes immediately.
Yeah, he's gonna cough into his hand.
Fiend just kind of like stops twisting his ring and like looks at him.
I care quite a bit, shockingly.
I think Fane stares at him for a little bit and then starts laughing.
Oh my... I'm gonna go leave now!
You're such a fucking idiot.
You find this shocking.
Hardly, actually.
Roland's gonna just like put his hand in his face and just be like, you know, when like the protective stance where like everything like curls around, that's literally his forearms, just like, oh my god.
Oh, stop it, I'm not laughing at you.
You sure?
I'm pretty positive.
Roland's gonna kind of like just look at like anywhere else, literally. So
I was staying in Leona's Bay.
you're staying here?
Yes, I'm staying here. I was staying in Leona's Bay, half strictly to see you off. And then I was going to leave. And now I'm not. So take that as you will. Go fucking eat. I'm going to write my letter and I'll join you shortly.
Okay. Well. I'm gonna go. Gonna go prep for the mission. Kind of awkwardly thinking down. Oh, because it's the wrong side of the mic. That's why. Roland's gonna be like, okay. I'm gonna go prep for the mission. I'm gonna awkwardly finger guns out of, or like towards the door.
She like gives him a look and then like bursts out laughing again.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are you guys done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Roland
As
fucking
he
leaves.
leaves, Fane fucking turns back to his letter.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
So then, do we want to go to Hero and Solus?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you want.
Okay, so we do that. All right, so you are at home, Hero, now. I assume you fed your chickens. You took care of your ladies.
Yeah, we gotta take care of the ladies. He like gets home and he like lays down and just fucking lets the chickens like run over him.
And I'm
I don't
watching
remember-
this.
I mean, you can join him if you want.
I
But
think
he
I'm
was-
just watching.
Oh, I just realized it's a few days after the attack, so that's what he did. Yeah, maybe he's not doing. That's what he did when he first got back.
Okay.
So maybe not laying down right now. I
Okay.
forgot it was a couple days after the attack. Might be.
Okay.
No, okay, yeah, he goes home and he like pauses and frowns at the like sheepskin or whatever he has draped over the fucking hole that has been burnt in his roof.
Yeah.
And then feed his chickens, yeah. I mean, you can help Soul if Soul doesn't have anything else she wants to be doing right now.
Look at all of these chickens.
Look at all these chickens. Okay, so after like doing that and making sure the ladies are all well fed and happy, Hero's gonna go back in the house and take one of the pillows that he has that he usually just puts around like the table he has on the floor in the middle of the room and drag it over to where he has like his shrine set up.
Okay.
And he's gonna pause and look over at Soul. And kind of like rub his neck a little awkwardly. And he's like, I don't really mind if you stay here while I pray. But you won't be able to hear her. So it'll just be kind of my side of the conversation. But you're welcome to stay if you want to.
I mean, I didn't expect to be able to hear her, but I'm good to sit and, chill out
Okay.
while you do that.
Okay. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Okay. And he's going to he's just gonna light some incense and reach in his shirt and pull out his pendant
Okay.
and hold it in his hand, and then he's going to bow his head and start praying. Just kind of whisper Daikitsu, goddess, if you're there, please answer me.
And you feel like this warmth come over you, and then it feels almost like something nuzzles near your ears.
He looks up and smiles when he feels that sensation. He's not particularly looking at anything. He's just kind of looking to the heavens.
Yeah.
And he goes, Goddess, I'm a little lost as to what I'm supposed to do. I want to stay here and help these people and protect anyone I can. And I don't want to shed any blood. But I don't know if I really have somewhere to turn to.
You always have somewhere to turn to. And not all battles are fought with sword.
I was hoping that you might be able to speak with the people, with my brothers and sisters from the Lore clan and tell them about what's happening and tell them that I need their help and I need all the help we can get. And if they need proof, tell them that I will present them with it. I'll travel back and I'll talk to them about it. But I need to know that there are people waiting there for me before I can go on that journey. Is that something you can do?
And you feel like this like moment where she seems to pause.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I believe that is within my power, but I do not think that you need to travel all the way home, hero.
You don't? Why wouldn't I have to?
I have seen what you have seen, and there is no reason that I cannot pass that along to your brothers and sisters.
Oh. That's right. Sorry, I didn't think they would ever doubt your word. I didn't think about that. But I don't... I need to talk to Fane, and I need to talk to Soul, and figure out where we want to go, because I don't want the people of Leanna's Bay to become a target.
I think you underestimate the strength here, Hiroyuki. These people are vibrant, and they can hold their own.
Against an army? I don't... You saw what happened with just 2 ships that came. They nearly burnt down the town.
Yes, but the people are still here. They still live, they still fight, they still love.
I guess that's true for the most part.
Yuki, home is with the people that you love, not the material things that you make around yourselves.
Yes, I know. Okay, then will you bring them here?
I will pass along the message.
That's all I ask. Thank you.
Of course, and if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yes, thank you, goddess. And he kind of bows his head again, and like he kind of like bows completely, like you know, like Dogeza, where like they lay down completely.
Mm-hmm.
He bows that deeply, and then he lets go of the pendant and kind of like exhales and turns to Soul, and he's like, how much do you need me to explain?
However much you would like to explain.
Well, she obviously responded, and as you know, I come from a world of very successful and powerful clerics, and she assured me that she would pass along our message to everyone from my clan, and she told me to have faith in the people of Leanna's Bay. So, you know, I'm not so afraid anymore for these people. But now I'm afraid for our friends. So I'm sorry that we didn't really ask for your input on what we should do, but what do you want to do?
I think that that is not my decision. But I will do whatever I can do to help my friends and the people that the people that they care about. I don't know. This is the best time I've had in a while, and I like you guys, even though, you know, somebody is, sharp around the edges.
That's a good way of putting it. He kind of like laughs when you say that.
But you guys are like, I mean, I would like to call you friends. I mean, I've told you this, but I've never had friends before.
We're friends, Soul. And I can't officially speak on behalf of the others, but I think even Mr. Rough Around the Edges considers you a friend.
I don't know if you would use the words friend.
He's not a man of many words, please.
He's a man of stabbing.
That's true. And I guess if you want to look on the bright side, he hasn't stabbed you. Which is saying something.
I mean, sure.
What I'm asking really is, do you think we should stay here? Or go with them?
I think that they are both they both have their positives and their negatives. If we go there, then we're kind of in space, and there's a lot of them, but we take a possibility of them not making it here. But if we stay here, then they come to us, and that's also not good. It's a hard decision.
Yeah, it is, admittedly.
But I don't doubt that we can do something about it. Either which would words. Whatever we do, I think that our chances are good.
I think so too. I agree. You had the Raven Queen contact her followers, correct?
Yes.
And my goddess is going to contact my clan and have them rally. And if Fane's letter, even if Fane's letter doesn't, well, first off, if Fane's letter works, we have that army that he mentioned potentially. Even if Fane's letter doesn't get there within whatever approximate week we have, if we go up and cause whatever trouble Roland has in mind, I think it would stall long enough that we should be able to have a decent sized defense down here if things do go wrong. I don't know about this whole space deal. I've never been very far from the farm other than when I was younger, and even then I wasn't exactly much of an adventurer.
Are you
I don't...
afraid?
Oh, go ahead. Yes. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
And what is it that you are afraid of?
I'm afraid of losing my friends, and I'm afraid of losing my home, and I'm a little afraid of losing myself if we go up there and try to kill people.
What do you mean by lose yourself?
I've never been a soldier. I've never. Is it picking me up? Okay, there we go. I've never wanted to hurt people. It doesn't matter whose side they're on. I think all life is worth the same if it's capable of feeling and communicating and thinking and all that. It's a life, and I'd like I said to Roland, I don't want to be a weapon. I don't even want to be don't know. Well, I want to be a shield.
A shield.
Yeah, I want to protect.
I'm gonna take Hero's hands in my hands and
Okay.
I'm gonna hold them real good.
Okay.
You don't have to be a weapon. You don't have to hurt these people, but you also have to remember that not everyone or everything is capable of being, I guess you would say, talked down from whatever crazy juice they are drinking.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that.
Some people cannot be reasoned with, and at that point, other things have to be done. But you don't have to be the one to do those things. It's not you against the world, or in this case, the universe.
So, do you think we should go?
Honestly, I don't know what we should do. But I think that fighting is a good option.
Yeah, well, we're gonna fight no matter what. I'm not dense enough to think that we could avoid conflict. But you really think that if I went with them, I wouldn't have to kill people?
I can't guarantee that you wouldn't have to. Nothing is a for sure shot. But you don't have to go in there and be like, bleh, I am here to kill you.
He laughs when you say that. I'm hoping that's not Roland's strategy.
I don't think he's that stupid, but we'll see.
Well, maybe if I go with them, I can prevent them from a strategy similar to that.
Well, Oh. I mean, I highly doubt that is their strategy. I sincerely hope and truly doubt that Roland is an idiot. Right? You're friendly with him.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's an idiot.
And
He's
I
very smart.
don't think that those goons we talked to earlier are that stupid.
No, I mean, I don't know enough about them.
God, I can't say some certain things because technically I wasn't there for it. That was in a different life.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh no.
Hey, Soul. This might be a bit of a reach, but when I first met you, you were talking to me, but it wasn't you. It was Avery. Has he talked to you since then? I'm not
Damn.
exactly sure how
Damn.
that works.
Damn. What is the consensus? I mean, if he hasn't, I could try to channel him now and have to tell some spirits to shut the fuck up while he try to find Avery. We have options.
Huh. I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, here we are.
Oh boy.
Pull something out of your ass.
I think up until recently he's been rather inactive. But with what has happened, maybe he's talked to you a little more since the attack.
Okay. I'm not going to talk to myself. I don't know if he's experienced anything that I don't know. So, DM.
I guess what kind of... Oh boy. I didn't really think about this. Okay.
If he's been active, I know he's my character and shit, but
yeah, no,
I'm not the one roaming the astral plane.
Yeah, no. I know. Okay. Gosh, he's probably been like not like necessarily talking to you so much more as at you. Like he's been worried since this whole thing happened. Like in that weird way that Avery worries, which is like not a whole lot, but like he says stuff sometimes. And he's probably mentioned that like he knows of Glory, and that like when Avery knew them before they were put to Dream, that they seemed like a nice enough person and that they could be trusted. He's probably also been letting Soul know that there's another necklace like it, and that the party needs to get it somehow. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I know where it is, but does Soul know where it is? Is he gonna tell? I mean, he could technically get that information if he's not.
I think Avery knows where the other necklace is. It's where it should be. And I think he let Solus know who she can get it from. Yeah.
But it requires being launched into space.
But it requires being launched into space.
Okay!
Okay.
Alright, gang! Solus tries to convince the party to launch into space. How's that gonna work? It's not.
I think he also... I mean, yeah, he's been wandering around. So yeah, okay. He also tells you that he thinks you can do it.
Aw.
Yeah. He thinks you guys can do it.
Aw. Okay, ask me the right questions. Hit me, Fox Man.
Okay. I guess I'll just kind of repeat a little bit, just like, has Avery said anything to you lately?
Oh, if I want. Alright. I guess we're doing that. As soon as you ask this question. Woo! Soul leaves her body. Sort of. If you could call it that. And, Avery's there.
And suddenly I'm holding hands with Cat.
Yup. Alright. God.
Soul?
Wow, now I have to flip between... Oh, shit. The face. I'm gonna say the face. 'Cause we got a situation here. It is sort of a soft face. God, I don't know if I can do this.
It was soft British, if you're trying to remember how Avery's voice was.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hero?
Yeah, Soul?
No. Avery.
Oh my gosh. Avery, how are you? Is everything okay?
I mean, I'm dead?
No, I know that. That's not really what I meant. I mean, are you at peace?
Peace is a word that I don't think I would use to describe how I'm doing, but I could be worse.
I suppose.
We thought it would be better if you heard it from me. there is another necklace that matches the one. I don't know if you've seen Roland with it. Or, I mean, it was mine. But
I
my,
think I saw Roland take it.
my sister has a matching one. And I think that it is extremely important that you find it. But
Okay.
that also requires you stepping out of your comfort zone, i.e. this planet, i.e. getting launched into space.
Okay. Where's your sister? I mean, I obviously know she's with Ister, but or I would assume she is, right?
DM.
Yes. She is.
She is.
I mean, she's on
I mean,
Iser.
she's on. She's on the ship.
Yeah. You know that much.
Yep, she's on the ship. I wouldn't say she's, you know, with Iser, but she's there, and again, the necklace is really important. Especially because they are better together.
What do they do? What do they do? What is the necklace?
Am I allowed?
Hmm.
I know. Okay, Avery knows what his does. But like, am I allowed? Is this allowed?
Does Avery know what Avalise does? Did we establish that?
I never thought about it, but it was like a protection kind of thing going on.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, it's allowed.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Love that attitude, Zale.
Is this allowed for me to know what they do together?
I don't think Avery and Avali have ever been in a situation where
No, you're right.
they've
No,
had to use
yeah.
them together. So
You're right. It's fine. All right. I mean, I guess Roland hasn't disclosed what that does. Okay. Well, my half. How the fuck do you explain D&D stats in game? Wow. Okay, my half has sort of healing properties, and
it makes you smarter.
Shut up. No, it makes you wiser in a sense. And my sister's half, well, let's say the people we've we've loved and lost come to our aid.
Okay.
And we may aid the ones we love in return, in a way.
Okay. Well then I will do my best to find your sister when we, well, I guess when we get there. I guess I kind of have to go.
I know things are a bit weird for everyone. Sort of. Right now, it's not the best place for being like, hey, let's go to space. But I think you need to try to convince everyone to go.
Okay. I'll do my best. Honestly, I think, if I'm being honest, I was probably the one that needed the most convincing. So, you got me. Is there anything else you can tell me that'll help us when we get there?
Damn.
I don't know anything about.
Uh-huh.
Roll a general intelligence check for Avery.
God, now I have to bring up his sheet.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. 15. Wait, just general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Avery knows that a lot of the people who were serving under Lysandra are now asleep in the Dreamer program. He knows that the people who are actually awake are very few in numbers. That's what Avery knows.
The people who are awake?
Uh-huh.
Like,
So, like, the people who are not in the program, the people basically, like, aren't in this, like, weird coma. There's very few of them at this point.
okay, so TLDR, the people who are under Lysandra's command are now dreamers, and very few of them are not. Yeah?
Like, basically, Starwipe, what Avery tells Hero is that basically, like, Eros has their few men that they trust surrounding them, and not many people are actually awake. So that's what you know. There's not like a whole lot of guard on Oyster at this point.
So everyone's pretty much asleep?
Uh-huh.
Oh, word? That's kind of lit.
I'm sorry, he knows what?
Basically, a lot, most,
A good majority, yes.
a good majority of the people on the giant spaceship are sleeping bitches.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, okay, channeling done.
Okay. Solus is back.
Okay. What does that look like?
What do you mean?
What does it look like when one person like exits your body and then you...
like, I guess I would say sort of when someone, like if someone were to put their hand in the center of your chest and like push you back a little bit, but not like super hard, just like your body's like, whoa, dude, like that.
Like that.
Okay, so like does her like... Does she like close her eyes? Do her eyes like roll back in her... Does she
her eyes
does she like
come
go
back.
limp for a little bit?
Her eyes come back from being in the back of her head, yes.
Okay. I guess Hero sees this, and he's like, Soul, was that you again?
Yes. Wow.
Okay.
So... Wow, now I can't switch back. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Just talk at me. Just talk to me.
I guess, I don't know how you like hear what they say when they do that, right? Like you heard everything that Avery just said to me?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to space.
I guess we're going to space.
He smiles. And he just kind of like leans in and hugs her, and he's like, thank you for your help, and just kind of being here. It feels a little less like I'm doing this alone.
Sorry, my brain was like, hello, I'm gay, and then I need to clear my throat. Okay, you are never alone? Never alone. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And he kind of like squeezes. Well, I guess. Oh, he like places his hands over her hands because he let them go when he hugged her, and like squeezes them gently, and kind of takes one in his hand and stands up, and he's like, "Wait, what time of day is it? Sorry, I need to know if it's reasonable for us to leave."
If it's reasonable for us to go banging on the squad's doors,
Yeah, exactly.
kicks door in at 1 a.m. Hey guys!
It was like early morning when you guys, like, not early morning, but 10 o'clock had this interrogation. I would say the stuff with Fane and Roland and the stuff with Hero and Bliss is transpired in about an hour, so it's probably getting near noon now.
Okay, then he stands up and takes one of Soul's hands. He's like, guess it's better now than later to tell the others our plans, huh?
Yeah?
Okay,
Star wipe? Question mark.
And we stand up, and I put my shoes back on, and I leave.
Okay.
We go find the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weir, did you want any sort of scene with Julian, or did you just want to get into what the squad does?
Yeah, we can retcon that later. Let's get into squad stuff since we're kind of divided right now. We are a house divided, my friends.
We're more than a house. We're like 3 houses.
You are like 3 houses. Okay, so I assume you guys go and collect Weir from Nicholas. Actually, you left before you knew that Weir went to Nicholas, so maybe you just see Weir out walking about. We'll say that. You see Weir out and about, and you collect her. Narcissus to get Fane and Roland. And since there's no more in for you guys to kind of have his base, we'll say that Narcissus is now your home base.
Okay.
All right, so squad is together. Go.
Well, are we all together right now, or are we like going into Narcissus and getting them?
If you want to go into Narcissus, that, or we could just say that.
Just say everyone's together.
Okay, everyone's together. Okay.
You got the awkward gaze from their room.
So, Fane, Roland, as I said, I needed some time to think, and I know a lot of time hasn't passed, but a lot has transpired. And I spoke to my goddess. And
Avery.
I also spoke to Avery. With Soul's help. And I essentially here's what my end of the plan is. My goddess, Daikitsu, is going to talk to my clan back in lore, and she is going to tell them about everything that's happening here and the danger, and warn them of it, and help. And hopefully what I anticipate is they will tell others, and then they will rally and come here to prepare for if something goes wrong at ICER. And then, when I spoke to Avery, he told me, one, that it is very important that we find his sister, and two, I should... Well, my goddess also kind of reassured me that I should go with you. And I want you to know that I'm not going with you as a mercenary. I am going with you as protection. And that is all I will act as. I refuse to spill unprovoked or innocent blood.
Just
but-
don't do anything that'll get us killed.
That is the plan. Soul has also expressed that she wishes to accompany us. Right, Soul?
Of course.
So we are both coming with you.
Weir smiles at the two of them and says, "Thank you. We'll, I'm sure that no, just thank you. I know this wasn't the easiest decision for you, particularly, Hero. And I'm grateful that you're coming with us."
Thank you, Weir. I'm happy to be able to protect my friends. He looks over at Fane and says, Fane, I don't know who you're riding to or whether you're confident that they will help, but I think that even if the letter doesn't make it within a week, we should be able to stall Ister long enough that they won't feel the need to attack this planet. For a while, at least.
It is unlikely that they will leave Oronti. The city is withstanded centuries. But yes, that is what I've been hoping for.
Okay. So, your Raven, how far can he separate from you?
Like 100 feet, give or take. No,
Ah.
200 feet.
So he wouldn't be able to deliver Fane's letter.
Unless they're 100 feet from us? No.
No. Do you know any other way that we could get the letter to Fane's homeland? I'm assuming.
Oh shit.
Is Wiz gonna answer that call out post? Or
I didn't think it was a real question. What was the real, not real question?
Fane?
It wasn't a call-out post. It was Hero saying,
No.
I'm
No.
assuming that's
No.
what he's talking about, and Fane didn't reply because he's right.
No, Zale is
Discord?
mentioning that Fane has a goddess.
Oh. Yeah, Fane has a goddess, but his goddess is ancient and doesn't particularly contact his people.
There you go. Okay, so what
That's not
I'm
to say it's not worth trying.
Also, it's not relevant to the situation.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
no.
OOC is that basically sorry, if you can use a raven anyway, then we wouldn't need the weekly, like we wouldn't need it to fly as fast as we were trying to get Weir to.
How
It
long
just
would
needs-
it take a regular bird to send this message? DM.
Maybe like a week.
That's fast enough.
Okay. Where do I get a raven?
I don't know. Where do you get a raven?
Oh, buddy. Did I? No, that's a long shot. Can I have my raven look for a real raven? And like, I don't know, have it be like, hey man, I need to borrow you for a minute. Or like a week actually.
Roll
Animal handling.
No.
No.
First, roll investigation to see if you can find another raven.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
18.
Okay. You find another raven out in the woods.
Okay.
And roll persuasion for your raven.
Okay.
God.
To try to persuade this other raven to do this.
18.
Hell yeah. That's one smooth talking raven.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, fine. You get the raven, and it's going to do the thing.
Fuck yeah.
So it comes back with your raven, like,
Their
looking
buddies.
expectantly for this letter.
That was efficient.
Uh-oh. The one who's sending the letter left.
I'm sure they
Bye,
will
Faye.
return shortly. There they are. That was efficient. Fane, do you have the letter?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Fane?
Oh, okay. It just cut out for a second.
Okay, do you have the letter?
Thane looks at the two ravens sitting on the table, and looks back at Hero and Soul like they're fucking insane.
My
says,
raven goes
"I'm
back to
not
my shoulder.
fucking sending an emissary of death to my fucking city."
Actually, the one that's still on the table that's
It
not
is
on my
still
shoulder
a
is an
raven
actual
that
raven.
you called here.
I didn't.
Is it not?
I asked my sentinel raven to find the
Is
raven,
it a
and
raven?
what does it
Did
matter?
you
What's
bring it here?
I didn't. I asked for it to do us a favor, and
It is
my
sitting
bird
on
was.
the fucking table because you asked it to. I am not sending
My
one
bird.
of those things to a city that already thinks I'm fucking cursed.
What's wrong with
Fane.
the raven?
Fane, if you don't mind if I butt in, it's the same thing as a carrier pigeon. It's not
You're
some
like
kind of newfangled way of delivering letters. It's a bird.
I'm not an idiot.
it's literally a
You think
regular
we didn't have
bird.
those for sending messages? I'm not sending anything that she calls here.
Then I
Fine,
guess
you don't
you're
have-
not getting your letter sent.
Yeah, you don't have much of a choice.
Just take the raven.
Then I will deliver it myself if I have to.
That's logical. That's more insane than sending a raven.
Just send the raven. Come on. We've got the apocalypse coming. You guys want to argue about which kind of air
Thane
freight?
gets up and walks
Do
out
it,
of the
please,
room.
or I'm gonna just fucking roll and grab the leather and get the fucking raven. Jesus Christ.
Hero looks at Soul like kind of sheepishly and kind of flashes back to moments before when he said that Fane might consider friend and regrets it. I can't tell if
thought-
Wiz is speaking in slow motion on purpose or if it's the mic.
Same.
Hello?
Okay, you're speaking in normal speed. That's fine. Okay,
Okay.
back to what Soul is saying.
I told you.
Hey. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Weir gives everybody the disappointed parent look and follows out after Fane.
Why?
What?
Why-
We did
We didn't do anything.
Hero like face palms and like looks at Roland and he's like, how do you coexist with him for so long?
Not the worst bunkmate I've had, shockingly.
Okay, I understand that.
This is just. This is
It's,
a lot.
it's literally just a bird.
Yeah, he's being really unreasonable.
Fan, please, can we just.
Thane has left the room apparently.
Okay.
You have to go chase after your boy toy man.
Well, we already chased after him, so
I'm gonna go run after those guys.
okay, Hero chills and just gives her a look like, why the fuck is this tiny person so frustrating all of the time?
Remember when we thought we'd all be one big gay poly family? Yeah, no.
Well,
Yeah,
that
okay.
changed. That changed when
That
I
changed the
killed
second
Avery.
Avery died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Avery.
I mean, I can talk to him apparently whenever I want.
I mean, if you're not an asshole,
Threesome.
Soul will channel Avery for you.
Gonna just go.
Unfortunate for Fane, who is an asshole, at least a soul.
Oh my god. Fucking Roland's gonna run and catch up with the rest of them.
Okay.
Oh my god. Fuck. Just what's the big deal about the Raven? Please, we literally have the apocalypse on our door. And I love canceling the apocalypse, but there's buddy, pal, princess. We gotta like this. This isn't reasonable. We need the fastest way possible, and we should be leaving today. Icer's not a quick trip.
I am being reasonable. I'm being realistic.
How so? There's no other way to get that letter there.
I'll find another fucking bird.
Why?
I'll ride to the next city if I have to and send it there.
Well, A, that's not an option, and B, what's the issue with the Raven?
I can't do that.
Is there a weird taboo about it? Just send the bird. Listen, Narcissus probably got like another bird. If you want to use one of her birds, go ask her, but we need to get this resolved.
That's fine. I don't care about using a bird. I cannot use a fucking raven that she summons.
Why? Is it gonna be like cursed out of the sky?
Because they think I'm cursed.
I
thought I made that clear enough to both of you, at least.
Well, you don't seem exactly cursed. I would say lucky more, so near-death experience and not dying seems to be on the lucky
We don't
side.
see it. We don't see it that way.
We?
I don't see it that way. If I sent something like that there, they wouldn't even fucking read the letter. And then everything I've written here, and he kind of like waves the letter, would be entirely pointless. And if they really do come and we fail, Aronti will be blown to oblivion, and
Okay.
I can't do that.
I understand. Let's get that letter to another bird and just get this done. And you're not cursed. You're, like you said, you're a good person. And even if you are cursed, you're the nicest cursed person I've ever met. So, let's just go, okay? Okay, we find another bird.
Fane just nods.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
He looks at Weir.
She offers an encouraging smile, like, we will find something else. And like puts her arm through his, and off we go to find a new bird. Yes, the Great Southern Adventure begins.
Wow.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. It's not like we don't know people on the other side of the mountain in this town.
True.
Somebody's gotta have a fucking hawk, or a pigeon, or a dove, or something.
I actually realized as soon as roll it that Narcissus probably has actually a shit ton of carrier pigeons. So
Sail!
I wasn't thinking about it, but then Roland said it and I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah,
Well, I
she's
mean-
rich. That's right.
Sorry, did specifically ask if she could get
A raven.
Because I didn't know there were other birds!
Hey, Starry, I hate to break it to you, but it's not like birds are uncommon. I mean,
Yes, but it didn't occur to me
Especially for
that
somebody
carrier pigeons.
Also,
I don't like the only bird that I have ever come into contact with is a raven. So my brain's like, whoa, ravens!
no. Hey,
Weir is not a full-blown tweet
I'm
tweet
not
caca
suggesting
bird with
Hey.
bird feet
no. Hey,
or
hey,
beak.
hey, you could go around the corner and find a fucking pigeon pecking on the ground.
Not every bird is gonna follow our instructions.
That is true.
Soul can only talk to ravens.
Yes, but that's so much different than saying the only bird I've ever come in contact with is a raven. I walk outside of my dorm and I find a pigeon, okay? They're
The only
Why gets into a fight
intelligent
about birds.
The only intelligent bird.
The only intelligent bird is my raven.
Well, that's also a shot at Weir.
Weir isn't a full-blown bird.
I know.
So Hero's chickens.
That's true. Heroes chickens are all they all have 20 intelligence.
Maybe we should send Heroes chicken then.
As I said last week, they're actually all 22 familiars and none of them are real. So they're all hyper intelligent and immortal.
Wait, but then would that mean that we can't use their eggs for new?
No, that's a joke. They're not actually.
Okay.
A hero doesn't have that ability.
Send Heroes chickens with the letter.
why are you always a mess?
Yeah, have one of my chickens just run cross country with this letter.
He gets there in 2 days.
They'd get eaten by the mountain lion.
Oh my god, no, they're immortal, remember? We don't have to worry about my
Listen.
chickens at all, because they can't die.
Which is it? TikTok.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some chicken cutlets.
Oh
No, that's not what we're talking about.
I know.
Wow. Wow.
People cutlets too. That's a valid thing.
I don't think it takes a lot of convincing for Narcissa to allow you to use a carrier pigeon. Actually, she probably comes downstairs and sees this ridiculous fight about birds that you're having and offers you a carrier pigeon.
Thank you, Narcissa.
So now you have a carrier pigeon. I'm assuming you tie the letter to its foot and send it?
Christ.
Go, my feathery child.
Yeah, I actually have 2 letters.
Okay. Do you need 2 carrier pigeons or are they both
I
going
do
in?
need 2 carrier pigeons.
Okay.
No, carrier pigeons have little sacks, little knapsacks that people roll up letters and put them in.
Oh my god. You know what? I fucking
Have you ever seen a carrier pigeon? They have backpacks.
My letter on him.
What if they're
Yeah,
going
but I
in
don't
two
think you
different
need
directions?
2 carrier pigeons.
What if they're
I
going?
want 2 carrier pigeons.
Okay, well then that's fine. But this is what a carrier pigeon looks like. I'm
They're
putting it
going
in the
to 2 different people.
Oh, well that would explain it.
Oh my god, they do have like little backpacks.
They have backpacks. They're good birds, Brent.
Okay, well,
That's glorious. Okay. 2 carrier pigeons. Which one is like where are you sending these? I mean, obviously one's going to Oronti. Where's the other one going?
also Oronti. It's a different person.
Okay. Alright, so you do that.
And I, on the one, I'm tying a white dragon tooth.
Okay, because yeah, you still have those, so yes.
And, if I can, also a bit of, like, just some one of the weapons.
Wait, some what? You cut out.
Like, just like a small piece of mechanic from one of the weapons.
Oh, from one of the
You are
plasma.
overestimating a
Guns.
pigeon's ability to carry things.
Maybe he's a strong pigeon.
If 2 coconuts. Has anybody watched Monty Python?
No.
No.
They have a long debate about the ability of
Yes.
2 pigeons.
Yes!
Thank you.
Swallows.
Carrying a coconut.
Pigeons are good.
African swallows don't migrate.
Yeah, swallows. That's right. It's not pigeons.
Yeah, it's pigeons. It's swallows, not pigeons.
Anyway, I'll link that for the people who haven't seen it. but-
European. Yeah, hi guys.
2 large coconuts.
So are we wrapping up or what's going on?
Yeah, so I'll say that you are able to tie like, oh gosh, how would you even dismantle one?
Yeah, smash it with
Beat
a
it
rock.
with a rock.
Throw it at a wall.
I'm so happy that Nat and I both simultaneously were like, you beat it with a rock.
You are able to dismantle it and tie the thing that creates the plasma to the pigeon. Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay.
And off they go. And I think with that, we're going to wrap up for the night. Next session, and I plan for you guys to be thinking about this throughout the rest of the week. But what your guys' plan is before you take off, because you're gonna need a plan. And then once we figure that out, we from there. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream, and tune in next week to see what plan these guys have, I guess.
And tune in tomorrow for my campaign spades.
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
Night.
Night.